Oh,
It says that it's going to start at 4:40 a.m.
What's up, Drama Alert Nation? This is your gracious host, Big Fat Retard. I'm here with some of my best friends because, as you know, about 100 years ago, one of our presidents, Willy, wrote some cringe ass shit, and we're here to tell you about it. Here with me, I got a good friend of mine, Xander. He's a master in Swedish history.
He listens to Sabaton.
He listens to Sabaton. I got his brother Caleb. He's
What's up?
he's a Japanese woman expert, and
Oh, yeah.
he's also a German connoisseur. I've got
Jawohl.
Seneca, the political theorist, and full-time fat fuck. And
Shut
then
up.
I got Mike. I don't know what the fuck he does, but he's pretty smart.
Anime.
He's a weeb.
Well, no, that's why we have Malik, anime
He's
titties
learning,
expert.
He's learning Japanese.
Oh,
on
I thought-
Thursday,
I am
so-
the Russian man.
I thought we had Malik because he was racist.
No, we have Malik
He's just
because
wrong.
he's the anime titties expert, and we
I
need
thought
that
we
on
had
the
him
stream.
because he's just wrong.
All right, so here we go. As you can see, I'm showing my dashboard because I have fat retard mode. And what we're gonna do now
Ow.
is we're gonna click over to Wikipedia, the bane of teachers, where
Oh, actually, I have the 14 points on the thingy.
Oh, I guess we don't need Wikipedia. Where is it?
I mean, you could do it if you want. It'd probably look better if you did
There's
that.
an image
for
in
the thing.
Discord.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
I'm gonna go off the image that I sent
Okay,
because
so
I can read it.
let's talk about what happened before the 14 points. So everyone should know what World War One is. Not us. We obviously know what it is, but the viewers, if you don't know what World War One is, turn this fucking video off. You're an asshole.
Sounds pretty based.
Yeah, I know. If you don't
That's
know,
not what World War One is.
listen. If you don't know
Beast
who
is
Woody
red,
Willy is, okay, that's okay. That we can explain to you. Woodrow Wilson was
Double
one
W.
of the Woodrow Wilson was one of the worst fucking presidents the United States has ever had. But just because he was around during World War One, everyone sucks his fucking
And
dick.
he was racist.
Yeah, literally. He literally came in right at the end of World War One, and then was like, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys all what to do now. Listen to these 14 points," and all of them, well, like 11 of them were cringe.
Accidentally disconnected my headphones. Hopefully
Oh,
that
it's
didn't
the
fuck up.
feds.
Nice.
The feds are onto us. The feds are on us. God damn it.
Oh no, they know
They don't
about.
want us talking shit.
Everyone
about
turn your
Smell
VPN
me.
on.
They smell me.
They don't want us talking shit about their boy Double W. All right, so
It's Beach Ball.
here's what happened, right? He was like, he swoops in at the end of World War One, and he's like, "Listen, guys, I got a big ass dick. I'm gonna write these points, and you're gonna listen to them." And no one fucking did.
No one cared.
No one gave a shit. But it's something that you have to learn in school, and they're
That's
cringe as fuck.
crazy.
So we decided that we would review them. This is actually Caleb's idea, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
So, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take it step by step, all 14 points, as long as it takes to analyze and give our opinion on them. Maybe even argue for maybe even
I think
argue
that
for
what we
them.
should do at the end is we should what we
Rank
should do
'em?
is we should have the list of them, and we should like well, I was gonna say like we should
Tier
determine
list.
if they're cringe or not.
Okay. Alright, so let's break it down. Alright? Let's go one by one, decide if they're cringe and shit. Okay?
Uno.
So let's go.
All right.
This is the first point. So imagine Woody Willy sitting down with his pen and paper, and he's like, how
Paper.
can I make the world a better place? Alright, so we got number one. Open covenants of peace, openly arrived at, after which there shall be no private international understandings of any kind, but diplomacy shall proceed always frankly and in the public view. So already we got a fucking larper.
Actually, that's why I have this version, so that way I can read like the dumbed down retard version of it.
Go ahead, please.
No more secret agreements between countries. Diplomacy shall be open to the world.
Okay, so we got like your aunt
Cringe.
that's getting in it. That's cringe. Okay, someone
pretty cringe.
He wants to be in everyone's fucking business. All right,
Exactly.
you're fucking
I mean, I
larper,
get-
dude. Get out
Oh,
of here.
Ready?
The thing about Woody.
Listen. I want
He
to buy
had a-
nuclear bombs. I should be allowed to buy nuclear bombs without anyone knowing.
I agree with that.
And cap status.
See, the funny
Woody
part about
Willy
this
and Cap
is that
confirmed.
at the time that Woodrow Wilson was trying to tell everyone what to do, the U.S. wasn't anything, dude. It was like gay Australia, basically, compared
Yeah.
like to the rest of the
That's
world.
a
Like
good
no
point.
one, it's just some backwater
Hey,
bullcrap.
Australia.
And
Oh,
Woody
okay.
Willy.
The other thing I think that is cringe is that you said he was trying to stick his nose in everyone's business. It was already in everyone's business because if you ever looked at a picture of Woodrow Wilson, he has a king size schnoz.
Let's take a look at his king size schnoz, shall we? Where do we got a good picture of his king size schnoz? Where'd you guys post it? Where is it? I know there was a picture. Oh yeah, please, in general, please.
Yeah, here you go.
We need some.
Give us a king size schnoz.
Oh yeah.
Look at him.
Oh, now that's a
not the
fat
right
one. No, that's okay. That's good.
Why do you have 40 servers?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm looking at like the fucking online.
Shut your fat
Dude,
mouth.
look at his nose.
Wait a minute. Oh my.
Here's a side angle of his nose.
This is why you don't go to Discord. Oh
Nice.
my god, why? Why did you?
Oh nice. I feel it's looking good, dude. Okay, so I think we can. Does anyone argue for this point? Does anyone think this is a good idea?
No, this cringe as fuck.
Dude, Woodrow Wilson looks like you gave a plank of wood like a personality.
He was. That was him.
What do you mean if?
Dude, his name was Woody. Why do you think that?
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he like have a public viewing of the birth of a nation at the White House because he thought it was great?
I
Was
don't know.
that
You might have to
Woodrow Wilson?
fact check that.
I'm
But
gonna
I
fact
don't
check
know.
that, dude. We're going to Africa
Oh,
check
do I
real
do I hear
quick.
a fact check?
Liberia, the American puppet.
Woodrow Wilson.
Bro, I know my boy
Cut off a little tube on your
Magumbe.
tires because the government puts tracking devices in them.
Birth
Oh
of
yes,
a
very,
nation.
very true, very true.
Wait, is that true?
Oh yeah.
Wait, he
Also-
actually had it shown
What?
at the White House?
No, I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
Woodrow
I mean, I could
Wilson
Google it if you
nation.
want.
He showed off dildos at the White House.
Wait.
What?
No.
No, we didn't.
Shut the fuck up. That's gay.
Have you seen Woodrow Wilson as something he would do?
Okay, maybe it wasn't him.
Oh yeah, it was scroll. Yeah, that's true. It was
Oh.
screened at the White House, viewed by President Woodrow Wilson.
Didn't he? Was he
Oh,
like
wow.
obsessed with it? I
don't
remember
know.
something about that.
That's
Yeah, it was like
kinda
still
like,
pro
I mean, that's still
Confederacy
pretty.
and stuff.
Yeah.
That's still pretty cringe.
You know what that
honestly,
is?
Like,
Guys, you know what that is? That's
And my
fucking
titties.
LARP, dude.
Okay, so not only is his views on race cringe and LARP, also the first point of his 14 points so far, cringe and fucking LARP.
All right. Let's.
From what I'm getting from this guy, he's totally not gang, dude. Not gang
He's
at
not
all.
gang.
Absolutely
no.
not.
So far,
Certified
he is not gang at all.
He's about the
He's
farthest thing
cringe
you
as
could
fuck.
get
He's
from
the
gang.
cringe gang.
Okay, but listen. We got 1 out of 14 points. Okay, we got 13 to go. So let's just give him the benefit of the doubt and say the first one was a little shit because he was getting the hang
Alright.
of it. All right, second one. Ready? Absolute freedom of navigation upon seas outside territorial waters, alike in peace and in war, except as the seas may be closed in whole or in part by international action or the enforcement of international covenants.
Based.
My water.
Do we need to
Water?
do we need to
Not
translate
that
that one
bad.
into retard or no?
Yeah, Caleb, can you translate that into retard, please?
International seas shall be free to navigate during peace and war.
I
Get
can
a
dumb it down
retard
even more.
expert.
The ocean open.
Based.
Right, so basically he's
Free
trying to
the
say
ocean.
Is that
you
based?
can't sink.
That is
ships,
based.
basically. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty based.
Because that protects civilians.
Yeah, we'll give
Why
a base for
protect
that one.
civilians?
All right, so he lost a
So that
little
way
bit
they
of
don't
his
get
cringe
Lusitania.
status. He lost a little
Just
cringe.
a little bit.
Little cringe.
He's 50-50 currently.
50-50 on the cringe meter. Okay, so I don't think anyone's going to oppose that. That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to 3. The removal, so far as possible, of all economic barriers and the establishment of an equality of trade conditions among all the nations consenting to the peace and associating themselves for its maintenance. That sounds like To me?
Free market, free people.
Free trade sounds like
says,
cringe to me.
to me.
It
That
says
sounds like
that-
mega capitar time.
It says
Free
that there
trade
shall
is
be.
fucking cringe.
So in retard, it says there shall be free trade between the countries who accept the peace. I mean,
Cringe.
to be fair, at the time, I think he was just trying to be like, okay, so like the embargoes that we put on during the war aren't going to exist
gone.
anymore. However, just for the joke of it, I'm going to say that it's cringe cappy bullshit, and that point is also cringe.
Yeah, you
Cringe.
know what? That sounds
Free
like
trade is cringe.
some capitar shit, dude.
Sounds like he just wants to make money.
So is that a fat
Yeah,
cringe?
exactly.
I think
It
that's a
sounds,
fat
it
cringe.
sounds like he
That's
just
pretty
wants to
cringe.
get more nose implants, so he needs more money for that.
Okay, alright, let's get on with it. Number 4. Adequate guarantees given and taken that national armaments will be reduced to the lowest point consistent with domestic safety. So basically you can't
That's a
have an
violation
army
of the Second Amendment.
Whoa,
So, yeah,
whoa,
he
whoa,
was-
whoa!
that is like
He was saying
not being used, I guess.
That's
There should
pretty
be
He was saying there shall
reduction.
be a worldwide reduction in weapons and armies by all countries.
Oh, so he's a little bitch, is what I'm
So
getting.
disarmament.
No, it's pretty based now.
That's not base, dude.
Oh,
I
be
think
quiet, you pacifist.
Listen,
Why would you? Give
why would
away-
you keep increasing it at that point?
To
Not
free the
necessarily increase, but
proletarians.
why decrease?
Well, I'm not saying we should decrease, but I'm saying we should. It should have stayed at the status quo.
Well, he never said that. He never said that like specifically. Oh, we shouldn't keep increasing. He was literally just like, oh no, we need to decrease it.
Which she was correct, especially in the U.S. though,
You know what?
specifically in like the U.S.
You know
I don't
what?
know. I think it's pretty cringe.
You know what part is super cringe about the 14 points?
What?
They're vague. Like you didn't really
yeah.
write a lot
They
of.
really are. Honestly, they're not well written.
No. Like if fucking 5 retards can't figure it out in 2020 what this dude is trying to say, then he clearly didn't write him correct.
Yeah, he's a fucking retard.
Well, if my name was Woody Willy, I'd probably be retarded too.
Oh, man, Willy!
We have a surprise
I
guest.
think that
Hold on, wait.
it's Like,
We have a surprise guest on the podcast. This is my
do we?
sister in real life, brain surgeon. Say hello.
Hello.
She's come
Great.
downstairs to greet the podcast, talking about Woodrow Wilson's 14 points and how they suck.
They were fucking cringe.
How they were fucking
can you ask
cringe.
her? Can you ask her if she thinks that the 14 points are cringe or not?
Do you think the 14 points are cringe? Yep. Okay.
All right,
Well, there you have it. Brain surgeon says it's cringe, therefore it's cringe.
cringe ass fucking Woodrow Wilson. I think that part of Woodrow Wilson's problem, it wasn't necessarily his fault. It's that his nose was so big that it took up a lot of the space where his brain was supposed to go.
Yeah, right. Don't discriminate people by the things that they
All right.
couldn't have control over, right?
They could
Alright.
chop off his neck.
All right. Let's
A
get.
lot
To,
of this looks like pot shots at the Soviet Union, to be honest.
Plastic surgery is a real thing.
all right. Let's get to number
They didn't
5.
have plastic surgeries back then.
Yes, they
All
did.
right, so
think
number
Oh,
five.
they
Number
did.
5. You're getting. All right. We're straying a little too far from the boat. We got to get
Yes,
to number
Number
5.
5 is
A free.
well, you read the
open-minded.
smart version, then I'll read the retard version.
Okay. A free, open-minded, and absolutely impartial adjustment of all colonial claims based upon a strict observance of the principle that in determining all such questions of sovereignty, the interest of the populations concerned must have equal weight, and the equatable government whose title is to be determined.
Based.
So but here's the thing. In retard terms, that is colonial claims over lands and regions will be fair. So here's what I say. No colonial claim is actually fair because
Yeah.
colonialism and imperialism is actually fucking
Based.
fat cringe.
That
No,
is fat cringe. No, it's fat cringe,
So,
dude.
That's
Not
really
colonialism. That was the
I'm pretty
rude
sure
term
that-
used. Please use assisted
Choose
I'm
your
pretty
next
sure-
one.
evolution. No.
that Woodrow Wilson
No.
right here, is, you
No.
know, I'm pretty sure he's larping pretty hard. So
Nah,
Dude, he
bro.
wants to be the British
Colonial
Empire.
claims are
That's his
based.
problem. He likes the Confederacy. He
He's-
thought Birth of a Nation was a good movie.
exactly. It's
Remember
because he wants
this.
colonies in Brazil, so he's a fucking cringe lord.
No, that's based.
Remember this
Saw that in
throughout
that
the
happened.
whole podcast
Maybe
that he
he
thought
wanted-
Birth of a Nation was a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. anything he says doesn't matter anymore because he thought Birth of a Nation was cool.
You know, I've never personally seen it. Maybe that can be a upcoming podcast. The boys sit down and critique Birth of a Nation.
We should, and we can just be like, dude, that's fucking cringe.
There's nothing to critique about it when it's just one giant cringe fest.
It's just we might as well just take a shit on the floor and critique it.
Dude, the cover art literally shows a KKK member wielding a freaking Confederate flag on a
By the way,
KKK horse.
For anyone that's watching, we are all from the North, so
If that wasn't
fuck the Confederacy, fuck the South.
This is America.
Like, who invents a KKK horse? Like, why would you do that? That's literally
No
animal
horse.
abuse.
Yeah, that is
Like-
that is.
If you don't think the Union was based in the Civil War, then you're a fucking cringe lord, and you just get out.
Then you have fat mouth.
The United States, fuckhead.
Okay.
If you're from Georgia, I'm really glad that Sherman fucking burned down Atlanta. So shut up.
Okay, so
Damn.
we're moving on to number 6. The evacuation of all Russian territory and such. A settlement of all questions affecting Russia, as will secure the best and freest cooperation of the other nations of the world in obtaining for her an unhampered and unembarrassed opportunity for the independent determination of her own political development and national policy, and ensure
Did it assume
her
my
a
gender?
sincere welcome into the society of free nations under institutions of her own choosing, and more than a welcome, assistance also of very kind that she may need and may herself desire. The treatment accorded Russia by her sister nations in the months to come will be as
Okay,
a
so
test of
before
their
I-
goodwill or of their comprehension of her needs as distinguished from their own interest and their intelligent and unselfish sympathy. Jesus Christ, Woody Willy, it's not a
Okay,
goddamn
so
essay.
before I read like the retard version, it kind of seems, just because he's calling Russia her and all that, like I get that's how nations are referred to and stuff, but it just kind of sounds like he's trying to like simp for Russia basically.
Assuming my
Anyway,
Woodrow Wilson's a
so
simp.
this retard
my
version
God.
is Russia will be allowed.
did they
to
just assume my
determine-
gender?
Russia will be allowed to determine its own form of government, which I think is
Base.
That's based. That's
At
based,
face
gentlemen.
value, it's based, right? But the actions that follow are not based.
Yes.
See, Woody Wilson says, "Oh yeah, let them do whatever they want," but as soon as the
Send in
Soviets
the
come into
Marines.
power, oh yeah, no, yeah, the U.S. and the fucking French and the British all sent soldiers to help the White Army.
That's
And who
true.
won?
So I don't know. Woody Wilson here has a lot of talk, but he doesn't back it up.
Well, keep in mind,
Yeah, that
this
is
is
true.
the same
Actually,
guy that
because-
liked Birth of a Nation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is.
I think he
something
also
that-
means through like Western recognized political processes, like reform, not necessarily revolution.
Yeah, I agree.
Perhaps. However, I think that at face value this is based, like like we all agreed on. However, I think that basically the Allies were cringe as fuck for ignoring this one at face value, basically, because the Allies tried to help the White Army, and that was big cringe. And Woodrow Wilson didn't raise a fist about that, so he's a lot of talk and no action, like Seneca said.
Well,
so
listen.
fuck Woodrow Wilson.
Listen,
White Army is also anti-Semitic.
The 14 points weren't
Based.
implemented,
That's
so
listen,
Mike,
no,
Mike,
listen. There's a real reason why he sided with the White Army. It's because he liked Birth of a Nation, and they have white in the title.
Oh my God, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna say 6. In simplistic view is based.
But in action, it's pretty.
Very cringe.
It's pretty LARP.
Base.
Yeah, he was LARPing by saying this basically
Based.
because he was just simping for Russia, dude. He was just like
That's the truth.
he was being gay as shit.
for the commies.
Alright, let's go on to 7. Belgium. The whole world will agree must be evacuated and restored without any attempt to limit the sovereignty which she enjoys in common with all other free nations. No other single act will serve as the will serve to restore confidence among the nations and laws which they have themselves set and determined. You can read the rest if you want. Basically what he's trying to say is he wants Belgium back.
All right, so
That's
the
based as
retard version of
fuck.
that is German troops will evacuate Belgium and Belgium will become an independent country once again. So here's the thing about that one. I personally think that's cringe.
No.
Because who gives a fuck about Belgium? Even the people in Belgium don't want Belgium to be a country. They want it to be two different countries. So I think that's pretty cringe. I think that's just Woodrow Wilson not knowing what the fuck's going on in Belgium. The fact that like there's a huge national divide. So I think that he's actually just a fucking retard because no one gives a shit about Belgium.
Are we talking about now or then? Because if we respond to it now, Belgians don't care.
Yeah, no, the Belgians don't want.
The Belgians now do not care.
Probably at the time they wanted their country back, though.
Yeah.
At that time, they had a sense of pride because they were split.
Okay, fine. So we'll say that's
The
base.
Belgian peoples.
I don't know,
However,
dude.
from my own personal, I just don't give a fuck about Belgium.
Belgium based.
Like, it's not that I don't like Belgian people or I don't like Belgium. It's just
So you
if there
want
had to be, if there had to be a country that I had to pick that I don't give a fuck about, it would definitely be Belgium.
So you would rather have the Germans keep occupying Belgium?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I
kind
mean,
of
I
that's
don't-
kind of not that's not really based. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's kind of cringe.
German occupation is pretty cringe.
I didn't say
Bologna
that.
should
I
be
just, I
free.
just said that I didn't give a fuck if Belgium existed or not.
Wallonia and Flanders should be free.
By extension, you
What?
want. By extension, you're okay with them being occupied then.
I mean, I guess.
That's cringe.
That's cringe.
Okay,
Cringe
okay.
alert. Cringe
You're
alert.
going to the gay zone.
Damn it. Okay, no,
Okay.
fine. That one's based for the time. But like, nowadays, obviously, it doesn't matter if Belgium exists or not.
So, if the Germans invaded Belgium and occupied it, you'd be fine with that?
Today, yes.
Alright, let's get
Angela
on.
Merkel, I want that ass.
Let's go on to
Whoa.
number 8. All French territory should be freed, and the invaded portions restored, and the wrong done to France by Prussia in 1871 in the matter of Alsace-Lorraine, which was
Fucking
unsettled, the peace
Not
of the
based.
world in
Not
nearly
based.
50
Very
years
based.
should
Not
be
based.
righted
Not
in order that
Well,
peace
I
may
agree
only
with the
war
first part,
secure
but giving
respite.
back Alsace-Lorraine doesn't sound very based.
No,
Not
that,
based.
listen, Willy obviously had a bone to pick with Germany from the Franco-Prussian War for some reason, because there's no reason why that should be included in these peace terms.
Absolutely.
Understood.
I don't
So,
I don't
the
see the.
recharge
But the
version of
liberation of
issue with
the
this.
French lands
Yeah,
doesn't sound very bad.
The reach
Yeah, that's
version
fine.
of that was France will regain all territory, including the disputed land of Alsace-Lorraine. So again, I don't think that it's bad that they get back, the stuff that's past that. But Alsace-Lorraine had been German territory. The people spoke German and were German and they had been in Germany for like 50 years. So it's pretty cringe to think that Woody
That's a whole new
Willy can just
generation.
come in.
No, no.
Exactly.
They
Why
were-
does
they
Woody
were-
really get to come in and be like, nah, that's French?
It was German even before.
Based.
The French took it
It's
from
not based.
Very based.
Turkey.
Not
Alsace-Lorraine is pretty French, if you ask me.
Shut up, Seneca. It's because you're French.
Shut up, you Deutsch piece
Hey,
of
we're French.
Okay, not as French.
filthy Deutsch.
Well, no.
Upset a fart.
Because he is French.
Damn kraut.
No, it's definitely not based.
Definitely very
Cringe.
based.
Mm,
Cringe.
As fuck.
It's half base, half cringe. That's what
that's
it
pretty
is.
base.
It's half and
The
half.
first part is
It's half
okay.
and
The
half.
first
Alsace-Lorraine
part is
was
okay.
German.
The
even-
first part's fine.
Yeah, but the Alsace-Lorraine part, that's cringe. That's cringe.
Yeah, that part's gay.
All right.
Alright, let's move on.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You got to read the smart people version.
Can I read
first.
it?
Yeah,
Can I
let's
read?
move. No. Hey,
I'll read it, bro. I got it.
Excuse me. Number 9. A readjustment of the frontiers of Italy should be effected along clearly recognizable lines of nationality. That makes sense.
Nah.
So then it says number 9. The borders of Italy will be established such that all Italians will be within the country of Italy. So I think this is actually pretty based.
Not
because,
based.
there
That's
was-
100% based.
Nah, that's
Not
based
based.
because there was
Mike, you're
the
Sicilian.
Austro-
Shut up. You're black.
The Austro-Hungarian Empire controlled South Tyrol at the time, and
Which
there
they
was a bunch of
should.
Italians living there.
Which they should.
No, they shouldn't, because there's a bunch
Which
of
they should. They are
Italians living
German.
there.
They are German.
They were
Northern
Italian. They
Italy
spoke
is majority
Italian.
German.
Ah, yes.
Northern Italy is majority German.
Ah, yeah, the dudes with the hair slicked back saying boopity bop are really German, huh?
Yeah, they're
Oh
real
my
German.
god. No, I'm talking about the places above Venice. They're extremely German,
No, they're not.
Okay, well, anyways,
including South
I-
Tyrol.
Are you talking
I'm
about
gonna say that's
Swiss?
Okay, Kraut.
Are you talking about
Freaking
Swiss
Fritz over
people?
here.
No, he's Sicilian. He wants to destroy my country. My beautiful country.
What is your
Sicilians. Sicilians are glorified Moors.
No, I don't.
Wasn't
South
it?
Tyrol should be
I don't give
rightfully
a fuck
part
about
of
Italy.
Austria.
Shut up.
Anyways, so I'm gonna say that one's based.
Not
But
based.
I
That's
would,
based.
I would
That's based.
rather divide them by their cultural. It says that he would rather have them in a different cultural countries.
All right, so number 10.
What
They
was it
should be
called?
split.
Ethnostate.
It should be Southern Italy and Northern Italy. It's just so we can
No,
watch
no,
Southern
no,
Italy
no, no,
fall,
no, no, no,
fall
no,
into
no, no,
communism.
No,
Oh,
Because that's
God.
what would have happened.
it should be Northern Italy, Central Italy, Southern Italy, Sicily, and
Of course.
It should clearly be
no.
East and West.
Sardinia.
East and West. Oh God, why?
Upside down,
Don't
stinky.
split it down
No,
the middle,
actually, I think.
please.
I mean, you guys know the Kingdom of Sicily?
Yeah.
That's what should come back. The Nords.
If you think East and West Italy is cursed, what about East and West Chile?
Oh my. all right. We're getting a little
That's
too
based.
off topic.
All right, yeah, we're getting off track.
All right, number 10. The people of Austria-Hungary, whose place among the nations we wish to see safeguarded and assured, should be accorded the freest opportunity of autonomous development. I actually
Based.
like that. That's based as fuck.
Based.
That's based,
Based.
dude.
So in in retard terms, that is Austria-Hungary will be allowed to continue as an independent nation.
Based.
Wait, we
I
weren't
think
The
keeping
borders
track
actually
of
look
it.
good then.
I think Austria and Hungary separately should be able to continue as an independent nation.
No, dude,
I think-
Austria-Hungary was an empire for hundreds of years.
I think their
Okay,
government
that's
should have been reformed because it was pretty much dominated by Austrians.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
The government should have been
Why
reformed.
does that matter? That's
Oh,
pretty
God.
racist of
Because
you.
they're-
but,
because they're German.
as a country, that would have been okay, I guess. So yeah, no, okay,
Based.
that one's all right.
Because
I
listen,
don't
right?
call it based, but it's all right.
Because listen. All those countries were a lot stronger under Austria-Hungary than they are now.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't think that the Austrians and the Hungarians should have been able to tell everyone what to do.
No, it should have
I
been like
disagree.
I don't know.
It should be
Federation.
more federalized,
The
like the United
Bohemians.
States, maybe.
No, it
Yeah,
should have
that's a
been
good idea.
confederation.
Well, not like
Bohemian.
United States, but
Based.
All right, let's go on to 11. Romania, Serbia, and Montenegro should be evacuated. Occupied territories restored. Serbia accorded free and secure access to the sea. The relations of the several Balkan states to one another determined by friendly counsel, along with historically established lines of allegiance and nationality, and international guarantees of political and economic independence and territorial integrity of the several Balkan states should be entered into. Now, here's the problem with this one I see. Serbia should have owned all of the Balkans.
Yeah, here's my question: what the fuck is a Montenegro?
So
it's
basically,
black
It's a ver-
people in the
Are
I
they
think you
talking
mean
about the
Serbia?
mountains?
I think you mean Serbia.
Yeah.
so basically,
Listen, Balkans more like Serbian army, empire, capitalism.
Yeah, so it says basically
communism.
the Central Powers will evacuate Serbia, Montenegro, and Romania, leaving them as independent countries. Yeah, that one's okay.
It's okay, but I think Serbia should be awarded the world.
Yeah, that's true. God is a Serb after all.
God is a Serb.
Serbia memes.
So I think we
Oh,
can agree. I think we can agree that that one's cringe.
No, that one's based, but it should have all just been Serbia.
Okay, so it's based, but. All right.
Alright, there's an asterisk.
Pretty big butt.
All right, number 12. This one's pretty heavy, if I can remember.
This
Can I-
one's
can I
going to be
read it?
divisive.
The Turkish portion of the present Ottoman Empire should be assured of secure sovereignty, but the other nationalities which are now under Ottoman rule should be assured an undoubted security of life and an absolutely unmolested opportunity of autonomous development, and the Dardanelles should be permanently opened as free passage of ships and commerce of all nations under international guarantees.
Unbased.
Alright, so the thing about that one is, I do agree with the part about the other nationalities being able to do whatever they want, because I don't think it was cool that France and Britain came in and, had
Yeah.
the fucking gay-ass map. That was cool.
Yes.
However,
Let us allow
this
the
is what it
Turks
says
get
for
away
for
with
the
the
non-
Azerbaijans.
This is what it says for the for the retard version. I apologize. I keep mixing those two up. The Turkish people of the Ottoman Empire will have their own country. Other nationalities under the Ottoman rule will also have security.
That's awesome,
So the
honestly.
first part is cringe, and the reason for that is because there was this plan actually to give Greece a bunch of Anatolia, and I think that should have happened. And the reason for that is because now I don't really have anything against Turks as a people, but one, the Armenian genocide, that was fucking cringe.
Yeah.
And two is because there's this Turkish kid that I used to hang out with named Emre, and
Oh,
he
dude,
was
I
a
know
big
him. I knew him.
He was a big
I know a
Fuzi
kid named
fan,
Emre.
and all he would ever do is drink. He would only drink Fiji water, and he decided that he was going to start an Instagram account called
my
Dose of Emre
Wow.
after Dose of Fuzi because he was a faggot. So that's the reason that I don't want Turkey to be a nation.
Is this family from
Well, after World War One, they did give Turkey and Armenia. France got a bit of
Turkey?
lands
Turkey
in
should not
Turkey,
have been a
but
free
they
country.
beat it all of them back.
Damn.
Turkey
So
beat
I'm
it
gonna
up
call that
everyone
one.
back.
I'm gonna call
Turkey?
that one. At least the first part is pretty cringe. The idea that the Turkish people should have
Completely
their own
cringe.
nation.
The Turks should never have been free.
As
Big
opposed to
fuck
what?
Turkey
Slavery?
Fuck Turkey.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
Turkey.
You heard it here, folks.
It was called the Treaty of Sevilla.
We need to clearly bring back the Hittite Empire.
What do they do to the Armenian? Why do
Where
they
did the
still
Hittites
own
go?
Greek land?
I think Turkey should have been limited to like what actually happened, like limited to what land
All
they
right.
actually like occupied originally.
I sent a
Also, where's Kurdistan?
Not to mention,
the
Yeah.
picture
Turkey,
in general.
Turkey being such a huge power nowadays is really not that good. And it kind of
Well,
I
just
sent a
stems from
picture
that.
in
Listen,
Where's
general.
Kurdistan?
Yeah, with the Kurdistan thing, that's a good
Hello.
point. If this point was actually enacted, Kurdistan would be a thing. But because the
Exactly.
French and the British dipped their gay-ass little fingers in everyone's problems after World War One, and World War
So
Two.
I feel like this is another.
Look at general. That was the
this is
map that
another
was
thing where it's
decided
like
after World
a
War
lot
One.
of talk but no
Once
action.
the British and the French drew up
Yeah, it was cringe.
was
Italian zone, what?
Oh wait,
Why
no,
does
that
Italy
one's
have
cool.
land?
That
Oh
one
my.
is cool as fuck.
Why do the Italians
See,
have
look,
land?
there
Why
was
did
the
the- why did
Kurdish,
the
there was
Italians
the
have
Kurdish
land?
region.
Well, they
Hey,
got.
I disagree with that. Oh yeah, Kurdistan should have been. But
Yeah, so-
no, Greece should have held up to Istanbul.
The
Oh,
French
absolutely.
mandate and British
Istanbul was
mandate are cringe. Very cringe.
international zone, but under control of Britain.
Yeah,
As I
why
said, it should have been in control of by Greece.
why did the French and British get territory? That doesn't make any sense.
Why do the Italians
Because
get
they're
territory?
faggots.
Yeah, why do
Well,
the
they got
Italians get it?
the
That's
French
In
had Syria,
Anatolia.
so they just decided to get more. But
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that thick ass Georgia.
but they were
Armenia
at war
looking
with
thick
Armenia
too,
too. But then
goddamn.
the Soviet Union fucked it up by invading Armenia. It was pretty sad.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with this though is truly that Greece doesn't own up to Istanbul.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, here's
So this
another.
one is,
Listen, here's
But
another thing
anyways.
about this point. Is it they say about the Dardanelles that that's like free passage. I like that
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
because it's like a
But,
key
so-
area for ships.
Some of this is a base, but most of it is cringe.
Okay, real question though, why did the British get fucking Cyprus?
I don't know.
I don't.
Because they fought for it.
Also, I just realized, Ethan, we were talking about that map, and you didn't show it on the stream, so everyone just
I did
gonna be
show it.
confused.
No, I did.
Huh?
I did show it. I'll put it up again,
Oh,
but
you
I
did?
did. Yeah. All right.
Is the
So
delay
I'm-
that
I'm
massive?
sorry, I'm looking at it.
yeah, the delay's huge on this for some reason. I don't know why.
Huge.
Oh, the delay must be mad retarded. Okay.
But all right. So let's get on to the next one. So this is point
Based.
number 13. Wow. Okay. An independent
Okay.
Polish state should be erected, which would include the territories inhabited by
Erected.
indisputably Polish populations, which should be assured a free and secure access to the sea, and whose political and economic independence and territorial integrity should be guaranteed by international covenant. I like that because Poland.
Based
Poland
except for
pretty
Danzig.
So,
Yeah.
For retard people, Poland shall be an independent country.
Only free, but they get Danzig.
So
Based,
basically, I
but the
think,
Germans
I
get
think
Danzig.
Polish. Yeah, I think that Poland should be an independent country. However, the borders that they gave Poland were mad fucking cringe, and I don't like them.
Well, they did get into a war with the Soviet Union and won
course
the
you don't like them,
Belarusian
Fritz.
and Ukrainian war. So, their eastern borders were okay. I was okay with them, but the western borders, that was disgusting.
Mad
The
cringe.
Germans should have held on to Danzig,
Yes.
Poznan, and
Absolutely.
fucking.
Absolutely.
Poland is
Yeah,
cringe
but no,
because they
a
attacked
lot of
Soviet
people
youths.
don't actually know about that, but yeah, there was the like Willy said, there was the Polish-Soviet War, and basically because the Soviets were, still fighting the whites, they couldn't really do much about the Polish, so the Polish just got this huge land grab. And whenever people say that, oh, well, the Soviet Union took like half of Poland after World War II, no, they didn't. They literally were just taking back what the Polish like land grabbed from them in the Polish-Soviet War. So
Yeah.
everyone needs to shut the fuck up about that.
Yeah, that's pretty. You know what that is?
Based.
You know what Poland is?
Yes.
Polish-Lithuania based. Polish-Lithuania
I mean,
based.
in the Polish defense, the Germans also sent a bunch of Germans to Silesia, so that when the referendum was happening,
Yeah, the
it would
Bavarian
go to
Langer.
Poland.
Oh yeah, like how the British send a bunch of British people
Oh,
to
not
Northern
Bavarian,
Ireland whenever
Langer.
there's a referendum.
Yep.
Baltic
Yep.
Langer.
Yep, just like that. Yeah.
Okay, so here's
I
the
like
thing.
how the
Listen,
Americans sent a bunch of people to Kansas, so it didn't go red.
So
It still went red. It ended out very bloodily.
the
Bloody.
So we're
idea.
gonna say that
No, listen. The idea of Poland being an independent nation is fine. So this point checks out. The history that actually went along with it is cringe, but we can't blame our boy Woody Willy for it.
Yes, we can.
yeah, Woodrow Wilson didn't really have much control.
Woodrow
over
Wilson,
that,
big guy.
so we'll give him a pass.
All right, we're on to his last point. I'm
Oh,
expecting.
this is the most cringe one.
Cringe.
The big
Cringe.
Ready?
Cringe.
A general
Cringe.
association of
Cringe.
nations must be must be formed
Alright.
under specific covenants for the purpose of affording mutual guarantees of political independence and territorial integrity to great and small states alike.
Cringe.
So, in retard, that's a League of Nations shall be formed that protects the independence of all countries, no matter how big or small. So here's the thing: it sounds like a good idea, but it's actually, and the reason for that is because if
Whoa.
you look at what the League of Nations did, they don't do shit. The UN and the League of Nations before did not do shit. When Japan invaded fucking China and Korea, they didn't do anything because they're cringe.
Out there with their
fuck
thumbs
that
up their
shit.
asses, picking their asses.
Can we also
Exactly.
mention, alright, Woody Willy writes this up. This is one of
Yes.
the only points that anyone thought was a good idea, and then they go, "Hey Woody, we did the thing that you wanted, so when are you coming to the
Oh
meeting?"
yeah,
And
this
he's
is
like,
the most cringe part.
and he goes, ready? He goes, nah, that was kind of fucking cringe. I'm not gonna show up. I think
Really,
it's
it
kind of
was.
cringe.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was actually Congress. But
Yeah,
yes,
I
no,
know.
that is still funny.
Goodbye.
No, but it is really funny to me how like it was like literally the president of the United States comes in and is like, okay, I'm gonna tell everyone what to do now, and then they actually listen to one of his points, and then Congress is like, nah, that shit's fucking cringe. We're not doing that.
I know it was Congress, but I like to imagine it as him.
He just did it. He was like,
Like,
nah.
I like to imagine a bunch of world leaders at like some conference somewhere. They're like, "Hey, dude!" So they all come up to him and they're like, "Hey, Woody, we did that. You remember that your 14th point?" And he's like, "What was that one again?" And he was like, "The League of Nations. We're forming it. So the meeting's like this, whatever date you want to come to the first meeting. You know, you can be in like an official seat." And he's like, "I don't know, dude. That was kind of fucking LARP. I don't, I don't really think I'm gonna show up. It's kind of a dumb idea." Just beautiful. Oh yeah, can we also can we take a look at that picture of the there's been like a shit ton of Paris treaties, but the World War One fucking treaty photo.
Yeah,
You know that one that I'm talking about? Treaty.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure it was the Treaty of Paris where they got this one. This fucking photo, dude.
There's been like 400 fucking Treaty of Paris.
This.
Oh boy, I can't wait
Where
to
is
see
it?
in the
Where did you send it?
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna send it.
Alright.
Oh, I can just. Okay. This is my favorite photo of World War One, and it's like the tail end.
Oh yeah, that one, that one.
Look at this shit.
Look, why? No, but remember before when I called him off screen when I called him the
God.
SCP president? Look at him. He is a fucking weirdo. Look how weird he looks compared to everyone else.
Dude, the French
Why
guy
is he
looks
so
like a
tall?
walrus.
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck George.
Okay, so here's the other
George
thing.
is Clemenceau.
Here's the other thing, right? Back then, pictures took like maybe a minute to take. That French
Yeah.
fucker looked at the camera like that for a minute. He just stared at the camera just like that. How messed up is that? Dude's
Not that Clemenceau sat there and looked at the camera like that. It's the fact that Woodrow Wilson like turned like that, and he just stood there for like a minute.
Or what about the dude that's pointing at the other dude? He just sat there pointing at that guy for
I
like
think maybe they
2
walked
whole
away when the
minutes.
picture was being taken.
Oh yeah,
so-
here's another thing. One of those guys is Italian. The other guy is British. The Italian guy only showed up, right, because he wanted the colonies. That's the only reason why he showed up. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just here to get colonies," and they were like, "Oh." Which I
You
think
can
is the
get
best part.
some of Turkish land. They said.
Again, they showed him that bitch ass map.
Sorry, our mother keeps coming in and yelling at us, so we have to mute every time.
That's, you know what that is? Fucking cringe. All right.
Oh man.
Wow.
It says that there's 4 people watching the stream, but I'm pretty sure it's just like 4 of us that are watching it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get a head count. If you're watching, type in the chat. Just random shit, I guess. That way we can know who's here. I'm assuming it's like.
I'm watching.
I'm here. I'm watching it.
Okay.
But
So.
I'm not gonna type
Okay.
Then are you watching it?
demigod because he was.
Oh wow.
raised.
So I think that there's actually 2 people watching that aren't us.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Where did Mike go? By the way, what happened?
He
to
said,
him?
"I gotta go," and then he just dipped.
Oh.
Just not. Just that's all he said. He just left.
Okay. So.
But this
Did we
Studio
determine we're
Sevilla
cringe?
is pretty based. Like I like this map.
The hell?
I think overall the 14 points. I think it was more cringe because no one took it seriously.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we determined like 9 of them were cringe. So
Yeah.
like, it's mostly cringe.
Yeah. I
Pretty
think
I'm
cringe.
really glad actually that we're not too popular
Whoa.
because otherwise all of our Discord names are just right out and then we'd have a bunch of fucking weirdos like 24/7 friend requesting us.
that's true. Yeah, I only have like
That's how
25 subscribers that are people I don't know.
I mean, they got our names, but they don't got our they don't got the hashtag or the actual name of our accounts.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have pretty unique names, I'm just saying.
Alright, so, I'm gonna say, for the sake of keeping these a little more clean, and I don't mean like not saying fuck, I mean like, like clean as in like the way that they are. Let's just end this shit. That way, this is just about the 14 points. Because some of the other some of the other podcasts, we just ramble about like 5 different topics.
Exactly. Yeah, like we can turn off the thing but still keep talking if we want. You know?
Yeah.
I like the rambling though. The rambling's always great. We should do like a separate
is
thing
fun.
just for the rambling.
Like an
Yeah,
after
we should
show.
do, like after
Yeah, an
stream
after
ramble.
show. Yeah.
Okay.
After stream ramble.
Dude,
Okay.
no one cares about the actual. You're gonna come for the after stream rambling.
All right. So let me end this one real quick and then start an after stream. Oh, I got 2. We got 2 likes, boys. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay. All right. So.
So it's just us.
I don't know at what point in the stream it's at. I'm afraid to end it if we're like mid something important. I don't think we are though.
We're not.
That's okay.
Okay.
Man.
All right. After come for after the stream. All right. We'll see you.